Hi guys, good evening to one and all. Today we will discuss about features of Python programming language. Okay, it means in Python we will discuss about features. Features of language are nothing but services or facilities provided by language developers in languages, and those facilities are used by programmers for developing real-time applications. Okay, Python programming provides 11 features. Okay, in Python we have 11 features. They are simple. Python programming is simple and freeware and open source and platform independent and dynamically typed, interpreted, high level, both procedure oriented and object oriented programming language. Robust, it means strong, extensible, embedded, extensive support for third party APIs such as NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Spy, Scikit, Keras, NLTK, etc. Okay. Now let's we discuss about simple. Okay, Python is one of the simple programming language because of three important technical features. Okay, they are Python programming provides rich set of APIs so that Python programmer can reuse the predefined code without writing our code definition of API, application programming interface. It means API stands for application programming interface. Okay, an API is a collection of modules. A module is a collection of attributes, functions, and class names. Examples are calendar. Okay, now, second point is Python programming provides inbuilt facility called garbage collector, okay, and whose role is to collect unused memory space and improves the performance of Python-based application. Definition of garbage collector: a garbage collector is one of the inbuilt program in Python software and which is running in the background of our regular Python program and whose role is collecting unused memory space and improves the performance of Python based applications. Hence, garbage collector takes care about automatics memory management. Okay, and the third point is Python program provides user-friendly syntaxes so that we can develop error-free programs and limited span of time. Okay, this is about simple. And let's we move to freeware and open source. Freeware. If any software is said to be freeware, it can be downloaded freely from official website. Python software. Okay. Open source. Open source means the standard name of Python is called C Python. Some of company vendors came forward and customized C Python and used the customized versions as in-house tools in their companies. Such type of customized versions of Python are called distributions of Python. Some of the distributions of Python are JPython or Jython used for running Java-based applications. IronPython or IPython used to run C net applications. MicroPython used to develop microcontrollers. Ruby Python used Ruby based applications. Anaconda Python used to run Hadoop applications, big data applications, okay, etc. Let's we go to we already discussed two simple, freeware, and open source. Now let's we move to platform independent. In this context, we types of programming languages. They are platform dependent language, platform independent language. Platform dependent language if language is said to be platform independent if and only if whose applications run on same type of OS. The property of platform dependent language is that whose memory space differs from one OS to another OS. Example C, CPP, NET, etc. Okay. Platform independent languages. If language is said to be platform independent, if and only if whose application runs on any type of OS. Okay. The property of platform independent language is that whose memory space remains on type of operating systems. Space remains on types of operating systems. Okay. In Java programming, all data types take same memory space, and hence Java is platform independent language. But Java object takes multiple values with size restricted. In Python programming, all values are stored in the form of objects. Okay, all objects of Python are large store entity without size restrictions, and they can execute on all types OSs. Hence, Python is one of the platform independent language. Examples are Java and Python. Okay. Now let's we move to dynamically typed. In the context programming language, we have two types of language. They are static typed programming language, dynamic typed programming language. Static typed programming language. In this programming language, programmer must to define a variable with data type, otherwise we get compile time error. Okay. For example, I am taking, now I will open Visual Studio Code and show you how I write the code and execute. Okay, first I am open command prompt. You don't know how to open Visual Studio Code. The basic command is to open Visual Studio Code is codes. Okay, in wait, see, command prompt Visual Studio Code is open. In command prompt we have to write the code space dot. If we write this, the Visual Studio Code will open. Okay, now I take new folder. Okay, I'm keeping and then enter. See, now I take a small example. A is equal to 10, enter. B is equal to 1.2, enter. C equal to A plus B, enter. I want to print A value and I want to print type also. Okay, I am writing the code in one line only. See, print A and I want type also. No. Okay, now I am running the code. Okay, na. See, A value is 10 and it is integer value because it contain whole number. It not in the form of any points. It has only number. So it is int. Okay, now I want B value on type. So again I'm writing print B comma. I want type also. No? Okay, I'm running. See, 1.2 class is float because it is decimal value. It means it had 1.2. So it is float value. Like that I want C value also. See. Right. C. It is class float value. Okay. This is the statements how we have to write. Okay, Examples for dynamic type is Python. Hence, all values in Python programs are stored in the form of objects. Okay, and the fifth one is interpreted programming. When we develop any Python program, we must give some file name with an extension .py. File name .py, because we are doing the Python, so we have to take any name you as you like. Nana.py, like this py means compulsory, it means must and should, because we are running the Python, so we have to keep .py, it is compulsory. File name .py. Okay, when we execute Python program, two processes takes place internally. Okay, internally, completion process, execution process. Okay, in completion process, the Python source code submitted to Python compiler, it reads the source code, check for errors by verifying syntaxes. If no errors found, the Python compiler converts into intermediate code called bytecode with an extension .pyc, file name .pyc. If errors found in the source code, then we error display on the console. In execution process, the PVM means Python virtual machine reads the Python intermediate code bytecode and line by line and converted into mission under stable code, executable or binary code. Okay, and it is ready by OS and processor and finally gives result. Hence, in Python program execution, completion process and execution process is taking place line by line. Conversion, and it is one of the interpretation based programming language. Definition of PVM I already said. Okay, once again I am repeating. Python virtual machine. PVM is one program in Python software and whose role is to read line by line of bytecode and converted into mission under stable code or executable or binary code. Okay, and the sixth one is high level programming. In generally, we have two types of programming languages. They are low level programming language, high level programming language. Low level programming language. In this programming language, we represent the data in lower level data like binary, octal, and hexadecimal. And this type data is not by default understandable by programmers and end users. Okay, high level programming language. In this programming language, even we repeat the data in lower level data like binary, octal, and hexadecimal, the high level programming language automatically converts into decimal number system data, which is understandable by programmers and end users. And Python is high level programming language. Example is Python only. Okay, the seventh one is both procedure oriented and object oriented. Okay, it means it is both procedurally oriented and object oriented. Okay, object oriented programming language, it means it has both but not in Java or C language. Okay, and we go to robust, it means strong. Python is one of the robust programming language because of three exists a programming facility called exception handling. Exception runtime error is called exceptions. By default, use technical error message. Exception handling, the process of converting tech error messages into user-friendly error messages, is called exception handling. Okay, embedded, extensible embedded. Okay, na? Extensive features of Python makes us understand Python code can be written inside other languages code. Okay, in other words, Python code can be written inside C, Python, and Java programs. Embedded features of Python makes us to understand Python code can include other languages code. In other words, Python code can include the code C, CPP, and Java language. Extensive support for third-party APIs. As Python libraries API can do many tasks and operation and enable perform complex operation. And to solve such complex operations more easily and quickly, we use third-party APIs such as NumPy means numerical calculation, Pandas analysis tool, Matplotlib data visualization, SciPy, Scikit. Okay, na? Okay, these are about the futures of Python. We discussed the 11 futures and we explained. Okay, this is about futures of Python. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Please do subscribe.